So what's up? Let's continue our Nuzlocke run of the hard mode in Motorsport 4. So I think last time we were trying to unlock E-class events, which we get at the next level, at level 8. And hopefully by then we can continue the World Tour. Because it's not letting us in. Lost the handful of cars already. Which totally never was my fault. So let's continue. Clean passer. Only on occasion. Another story sounds like the one guy who joined a company to fix a bug in an app he used and resigned immediately after. Wait, what? That actually happened? God, that's funny. Mr. Edin, what is in your opinion the best racing game of all time? It is Flat Out 3. I mean, I even 100%ed it, so that's how you know it's good. Speak. I mean, I must know because I've seen everything the game had to offer, right? Like, I'm, as you could say, an expert on the game. I would say the smart drives kinda strangely, though. Like, something about it just feels really weird. It's just a super short wheelbase, the high center of gravity, and the rear-wheel drive. It feels really strange throwing it around corners. But for now it'll get us through the game, I think. Yeah, also the tiny wheels. Or rather the super thin ones. Though to be honest, that's something I could have fixed. But I think that would have also changed the PI rating of the car. At which point it wouldn't be able to compete anymore. Because it's actually too fast. Doing 120, this thing must be bloody scary. What's the top speed of this car in real life? I mean, we've obviously upgraded it, so, you know. Performance here is definitely a little bit higher than it usually would be. It's supposed pretty decently past 100. $140 online. Dude, I don't think I would do much more than 100 in this thing, if I'm being honest. Okay, I think we need to do only 1, maybe 2 more races until we unlock the next class. That's good. Any tricks I haven't really done yet. There was a risk of flipping over the car here. I need to be careful. I remember this track. Yeah, Project Plus unlocks all the DLC cars. This is a DLC car, actually. The Smart. This actually is one. Yeah, you can actually apply the Brabus kit to this car, but we picked this one because it looked even more silly. Oh, actually we're doing this in reverse, so it might be not as dangerous anymore. Oh, look at that, 160. Okay, the racing line is floating here. Yeah, that's the curve that's dangerous the other way around. I think going this way it's fine. With the Project Plus mod, I think you also get the unicorn cars on top of it as well. So all the content is just unlocked, which I think is great. Oh god, gotta be careful here. Did I actually think... I think I ever did a pit stop in this game. I did one in Motorsport 2. I remember like one stream I did like an endurance race. Actually, I have no idea what pit stops look like in this game. Yep, this is running on Emulator. At over 100 FPS actually even. Which especially for a racing game feels really nice. Like higher frame rates on racing games are great. Endurance race and smarts. Maybe I can ask the Pepega mod team to add a smart to Pro Street. Did they fix the car shadows and car thumbnails? Yes. I mean, you can probably see it. I mean, the car shadows aren't 100% fixed. You can see sometimes it's kind of red and there's like some like green stuff there. Like some weird green graphics, but you don't have this like massive box around the car anymore. And yeah, the car thumbnails work. Will there be carbon Pepega? At the moment, no. I mean, there might be one. I'm just not gonna work on it. It's not gonna be my work, you know. Maybe some other people wanna make a carbon Pepega mod. But me personally, I'm just interested in other things at the moment, you know. What kind of body kit is that? I'm not sure what the brand was for this. Does anyone remember? It's not the Brabus kit. It was something else. I love that it's like bolted on, like you can see the screws. It just looks so silly. Carbon package challenges will contain an electric bike as well as a smart endurance race. Gotta keep that in mind. And do we hit level 8? Yeah, there we go. Okay. That means we just unlocked a bunch of new events. Yeah, this entire row here. Another question is, will it let me back into the world tour? Yeah, I think so. Actually, maybe not. Let's see. Hold on. Yes. Okay, we can continue now. So all we needed to do was actually reach level 8, so that we can actually unlock this particular race here. For which I got the King Cobra for already. There we go. Okay. Nice. Yeah, there's also Project Plus mod for Motorsport 2 and 3, which we could check out as well. Maybe FM3 I'm a little less interested in, because Motorsport 4 is just so similar to 3, but just has more content. So maybe 2 would be a bit more interesting. Okay, we finally moved on from the Smart. This is our first Class E car. Trying my best not to lose it. But the thing is, at this point... we already tuned this one as well, yeah. At this point, cars will also be more expensive unless we can find some good bargains. But even those will run out if I keep losing events. Hey, Cypher, thank you for the 53 months. Geigakat. Also zieht ihr so extrem. Definitely nice to finally upgrade to a higher speed class, but as I said last time, like, driving slow cars in this game I actually don't mind as much because it still feels fast. Like, coming off of Horizon 3 the other day, driving slow cars in that game felt a lot more painful. Yeah, it's actually more than fine. This is E-class, this is the second slowest car class, and this already feels pretty speedy, I'd say. What's the goal today? I'm not sure. I mean, we're just gonna progress in the world tour, I suppose. Maybe we can get to the next car class today already. At level 16, we're gonna move on to Class D. At which point I think things should ramp up quite a bit. But the Silica era might have ended here, by the way. The Silica chapter. I mean, maybe I can find another one. I mean, I guess I could also just pick another Class F car and then just upgrade it. Nice to drive a Fujimi Kaido. Is genuinely one of the best tracks in the game, dude. Yeah, no more flipper.
Today's event is at Japan's best-known raceway, the Suzuka circuit.
Okay, it's also the last race for this division. Yeah, I think we still want to go for the driver level bonus here. Oh, there's actually a Class F race. We can still do Class F races if we want to. But since unlocking the next car class actually takes a handful of levels, I think you always want to go for the driver level bonus here. You get enough money anyways. Not that much. Like, the money you get here is actually definitely severely limited compared to the regular game, but yeah, you can get by. It's okay. Yeah, the Plus mod is basically an overhaul that changes pretty much everything about the game. Improves the handling, improves the tuning, improves the car sounds, improves or like changes the career mode if you want to, like progression, etc. We've thrown in extra mods to change the graphics a little bit, so the game looks a little more fresh. Let's see how the VOD actually does in a race now. Honestly, so far I'd say it does pretty okay. True, I haven't checked the cockpit on this car yet. Very old school. Will there be mod for playing races at nighttime? I don't think that's possible. I don't think that will be possible anytime soon. I need to do some good overtakes here. Oh god, okay. I think I just barely managed to clutch that out. Alright, the Cobra gets to live. Very nice. Don't need to pivot yet. Do I have a little bonus? Oh, plus 50% is actually good. I think honestly, putting nighttime stuff in a game that doesn't really have it is really difficult. I think there's only like some experimental mods for Need for Speed Pro Street on PC that sorta kinda do nighttime. But as I said, it's experimental, so it doesn't work 1000% right, but it looks fine enough, I guess, to sell the illusion. And not every game can be a Assetto Corsa where you can modify basically anything, right? Dude, the rotary is so loud on that car. For some reason this was actually a little easier now. I think I just had a better start this time. I was like, I thought it's a whole different game, looks sick. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it plays differently too, though. I can say for sure. Yeah, the handling feels a little tighter, like not every car is understeering or oversteering all the time. And the hard career mode is actually a lot of fun. Like, you actually have to work your way up and you're gonna stick with, you know, lower classes for a good while longer. Like, I can 100% recommend this for replay. Yeah, the visual damage model is the same as it was before, which, as you say, it's still pretty good. Okay, driver level bonus. Let's go gambling. This actually matters now. Like, I actually want a good driver level bonus. Okay, it's basically the same as we had before. We'll take it. I think you ever did career normally. Yeah, that's the thing with this. I actually think the World Tour is more enjoyable here. As a result. And the event list actually like less because all the races are longer in the event list. Like 50% I think it said in the mod page. You're gonna have to like jump back and forth a little bit because you're probably gonna lack race events. Like in the beginning, you actually only have access to like only a very small handful of events. I mean, I could show you. This is what the event list looks like. Like you're very limited in the beginning. Like now we're at least level 9. Before you hit level 8, you actually only have access to class F events here, which is literally like just this row here. So yeah, but I do like that though. It's not to like complain. I actually like the way this works. You start with like a tighter assortment of events, a tighter assortment of cars. And especially if you pair this with a Nuzlocke, which I would also recommend. Like it's actually really fun. But they fixed the tracks from flickering looking weird. Updated emulator version and proper settings. Check the Forza setup guide. Let's give a reason to the actual World Tour events. Yeah, because they actually save time. And yeah, because it's not like, you know, just throwing you random shit in your face, but only the stuff you can do anyways. Definitely. And you really need those bonuses, you know, like the driver level bonuses and stuff. Like there's just more purpose to it now. It's just good stuff, you know. Like I'm actually having a ton of fun with this. Being a boomer. Yeah, I did change my bio. It does say 25 in my bio now. Yeah, I said this before, like people always told me, man, when you turn 25, you're gonna feel so old. I feel the same. Like I still feel pretty good, man. Because people were like, oh yeah, if you turn 25, you're closer to 30 than to 20. And it's like, yeah. But I still have 5 years until I'm 30. Quarter of a century. Actually, that's true. Quarter of a century. That's how old I am now. Hey David, thank you, man. Hope you're enjoying GT4. Was there a new version of this mod that came out? I mean, this mod is basically complete as far as I understood. The last version came out, I think, at the end of February. And hasn't really gotten any updates since. But I mean, it does all that it's supposed to do, you know. Give you more tuning options, you know, improve the handling a little bit. And some other stuff. Car performances to be a little bit more accurate. Yeah, it just took me a while to get to it. That's all. The Cobra is solid. At first I wasn't sure if it was gonna be fast enough. Because I think all the upgrades I invested into improving their handling. Because I figured, okay, muscle car this old needs handling upgrades. But it's doing more than solid, dude. Might even change cars for fun. But the only thing this is still missing, and that's something that has to yeah, happen over time with subsequent Xenia updates. It's actually just proper upscaling of the image. Like, then this game would actually look like amazing. Like, you have to use FSR to make the game look a little better, which is okay. It's not great, it's okay. I think the game just looks like grainy is the best I can explain it. But having proper upscaling like on the PS2 emulator, that would be actually perfect, and then this game would look fantastic. And I hope that's not gonna take too much longer, because on the PS3 emulator you can just do that. Okay, we're doing this though. Yeah, you can't upscale on the emulator. You can only do, what was it, F6? You can only do FSR. Like, if I turn this off, the game looks a little more blurry. I'm not sure if you can see this on stream. It's all a little bit downscaled for you guys. But yeah, this is what it looks like without anything. This is with it on. You're basically swapping a blurry look for a grainy one, which is preferable, but not great. Like, I hope they actually get that working soon. Its compatibility on Xenia is already pretty solid nowadays. A faster PC than me, congrats. You have money. Although I will probably also upgrade my GPU when the next generation of NVIDIA cards comes out. It's gonna be a scam. I'm already preparing for it to be another scam, but yeah, one fan is just not working anymore. Tried everything that I could. So I'm gonna need a new one anyways. The more you buy, the more you save. Words of CEO. I mean, for me, you know, at least that's reductible from taxes, right? Because I can just claim, yeah, I bought those graphics cards for my PC, which I use for my job, which is true, right? Like, I can claim that as a tax write-off. Doesn't mean I don't lose money from the from buying it in the first place, though. How's life? Life's good, man. Had a great birthday recently. I'm still on an RTX 3070 that I bought used. Because I had to assemble this PC, yeah, a little bit in a rush. Because the one I had before just kind of, yeah, got shot to shit. Like, it just stopped working one day. And I just kept having more and more issues with it. So in order to continue streaming and stuff, I had to put this one together with whatever budget I had at the time. Which meant I had to save somewhere. And I bought a used GPU. That was kind of where I had to save a little bit. Still an investment considering the quality of the videos. I mean, fair enough. Not sure how much of a powerful this PC has to do with the quality of the videos, you know. Especially, I think my editor is more to thank for that. But I mean, it did allow me to play some newer games like, you know, the new Forza or Unbound. Or just generally whatever was new, the new WRC, for example, as well. Okay, we're definitely still hanging in there with the Cobra. Also level 10. I was thinking I thought we got a double driver level, but nope.
Today it's back to Dunsfold, England.
Yeah, I think upgrading GPUs every 2 to 3 generations is definitely more than fair. It's just that once again, you know, it's probably gonna be a scam. Also, we're doing another Top Gear thing. What is this? E+? Might be a little harder. Yeah, we need to beat a larger score here, I think. Yeah, sure, let's do it. I mean, this upgrade on the current PC was even more insane. Like, on my old PC, I had a GTX 970. So I jumped up 4 generations. Like, from a 970 to a 3070. That was an upgrade. That was actually wild. Like, the amount of stuff you can suddenly play is actually crazy. Oh, I actually got all of them. But yeah, every 2 to 3 generations I think is worth the upgrade. Like, I really don't think you need to upgrade every generation. I think that's a little pointless. You can if you have the money to spare, you know. Or if you use your PC for work. Sure. But yeah, it's not super important. Okay, I missed a lot of pins there. Yep, I'm doing fine here. I don't like where this is going. We're still at 100k. I'm not hitting the golds here on the sides. I'm not sure why you're supposed to hit them. Like, they're so far away from the rest. Okay, there we go, we got it. Nice. So from a 950 to a 7800 XT. Jesus. Yeah, that's insane.
Your next race occurs at the most famous endurance racing track in America.
Just did a race on VR chat. Wait, VR chat is racing? How does that even work? I remember when I was playing VR chat, there was an initial D map, like a tow game map, where you could also download avatars of cars so you could play as a car. And that's something I still remember. Miller, thank you. That actual, like, dude. What is this AI doing, man? Basically tracks your arms movement and the buttons on the controller do stuff like acceleration, shifting. That's wild. Like, it always surprises me to hear what games have racing in them. Like, Roblox also has, like, dedicated racing servers or modes, which is wild to me. And Minecraft. Minecraft has like a dedicated boat racing community. But I think Dove and Xbaz even participated a little bit. Funny how some games you think have racing, not have race, rarely think have racing, do have racing, yeah. You can probably find plenty more examples if you keep digging. But I actually got a surprising amount of requests to check out Roblox for racing. Which I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. I think the emulator crashed, by the way. I did not get an error message, but the sound died. Am I gonna restart this race now or try to finish it? I think I'll try to finish it. The thing is, I actually got a sponsorship proposal for Roblox. And I mean, that would be a nice way to combine it, right? Like, getting paid to play Roblox and then also check out some racing stuff on there. But they were really specific with what I was supposed to show, and yeah, I don't know. Bro mentioned Roblox once and the game crashed. Yeah, the game just died of cringe. It's also starting to stutter. Okay, let me see if I can at least finish this race so we don't have to do this again. And then we'll restart the emulator real quick. Does this game have FM2 content? What do you mean with FM2 content? If you mean if this mod has a version for Motorsport 2, then yes. Car sure revs a lot, yeah. Okay, let's just hope that the game doesn't crash when we move on. Otherwise, we're gonna have to do this race again. And considering this is Sebring, I would not be looking forward to it. Continue. Yes, yes. Bad driver level bonus. Okay, that's saved. Okay, now I can just safely restart. How's that exclusive FM2? I'm not sure. I mean, this mod adds all the DLCs of the game and the unicorn cars, and makes them accessible. So I'm not sure if that's what you mean, but yeah. It's nice, you can now just press F9 to load the last game with the new emulator versions. It's quite nice. Okay. Therefore it doesn't take as long to get back into the game. Oh, Infinite. I don't think we've been on Infinite, have we? Hey Nazim, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate it.
I want to say mornin'.
Mornin'. Yeah, I'm streaming a little earlier than usual. It was an hour early. To be honest, it's mainly because I didn't have anything to do. Like, I already had lunch. prepped some stuff for the VOD channel already last night. So I was like, might as well go live an hour early. Usually I'm late, so. Might as well be early for once. New Xbox service. No, actually I've not heard of it. $50 for an Xbox One, but all your games are online and you need Xbox Live. I was about to say, like, Xbox One doesn't make sense. Because that one they probably don't really care about anymore. It's serious. So you're basically subscribing, or you're basically leasing the console? Is that what you're doing? Yeah, but to be honest, it's the only thing that I can still really appreciate about Xbox is how they try really hard to make gaming more accessible. And I think they honestly do a pretty good job at that. The problem is they don't make it enticing. Like making gaming accessible is one thing, but making it enticing and interesting to people, that's a different story. And I think that's where they usually drop the ball really hard. Especially because I think at this point, anyone who wanted to get into gaming is already into gaming by now. Like, there aren't many people left that are like, man, I never picked up a game before. I wanna try it out. Let me try this Xbox Game Pass thing, you know. I think that most people by now, they just use Game Pass so they can play whatever the newest game is at the moment, so they don't have to pay for the entire game. Which I have done plenty of times with plenty of different subscription services. Like, I've done that with Ubisoft's subscription service. Paid like 1 month, which was like $13 or whatever, to play The Crew Motorfest and Assassin's Creed Mirage. And then I dropped it immediately. Played both games. Didn't need to buy either. Paid a fraction, you know. I think that's what it's actually being used for nowadays. It's just that people can dodge buying games at full price. I still think Xbox Game Pass is great if there's a lot of games on there that you want to play and you're broke. But I think that's a fairly niche case. You know, like most people don't want to play the games that are on Game Pass. Or have already played them in some capacity. Like, I think there's very few people that look at the entire Game Pass library and are like, oh man, I want to play all of this, you know. And honestly, if it's just like a handful of games, most people actually will just buy them. But I think honestly, in the case of Xbox, I think they need to invest more in like actual cool games, exclusives that actually make people want to buy them. And we kind of talked about this yesterday. Like, what was the last time? Or what is Xbox even doing right now? What are they working on? It's like they haven't really announced any awesome new first-party games in forever. Like, are they making a new Halo? No. Are they making a new Forza? No. I mean, maybe Horizon 6 could come out next year. Like, they keep buying studios left and right, but it doesn't really seem like they're even doing anything. Like, in fact, they're actually closing more studios than they actually, you know, releasing games. Like, they bought the team that made Hi-Fi Rush and Evil Within and just closed it. After they made banger games, you know. It's just, I don't know what they're doing, man. There was a video from Nakey Jakey recently entitled "Microsoft sucks at everything." Maybe you've seen it. If not, you should watch it. It's really funny. And I think a lot of true words were spoken there. It's especially sad because Microsoft and Xbox, they're actually sitting on a lot of like really cool IPs. They're just not putting them to use, you know. Like they still have Project Gotham Racing, not doing anything with it, you know. They have not Ratchet and Clank. What's the other one? Badger and Kazooie, not doing anything with it, you know. It's just makes you wonder. Like instead they released a bunch of like live service games that are, I don't want to say like dead because I think it's disingenuous, but that really are not doing well. Like the new Forza Motorsport or Halo Infinite. And they're desperately trying to still update them in hopes that they can get some kind of revival, which I just don't think that's the play. Also, I'm starting to love this car, by the way. And King Cobra is actually the king right now. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, once you lose the player base, it's, I wouldn't say impossible, but it's really hard to recover it. And there aren't many games that could pull like a complete 180. Like you can count those kinds of games on one hand, you know. You have like, obviously the only one that really comes to mind is No Man's Sky, you know. But I mean, it always kind of like depends on why people like bounced off a game. Like in the case of No Man's Sky, for example, it's because the game was just not like fully finished, but you know, there was at least some potential there that people could see. So once the game got updates with more content, you know, and actually like overhauls of the core gameplay and the graphics, it actually became something that people were wanting the game to be from the start. You know, and also with Cyberpunk 2077, it just released too early, but there was like something there that was worth playing. It just needed more time. But when I look at something like Forza Motorsport, adding more tracks and cars doesn't make the game better automatically, you know? Like, the game just lacks soul. It lacks personality. It lacks something that makes it stand apart from other racing games, you know? Like, adding more tracks and cars is never gonna, like, make that game worth playing for anybody. At least I don't think so. Like, sure, they added a drift mode. Cool. Should have been there at launch, you know? I think recently they announced like a NASCAR partnership, which would be part of an update. Yeah, that maybe gets a few NASCAR interested people in, but not people that actually have played Forza, or not any diehard Forza fans, you know. That would actually love to support the game in the long term, like all the other games before it. And it's gonna get some people into it that like NASCAR. They're gonna play it for a little bit. And once they get bored, they stop playing, and then they're basically in the same position as before, you know? But like, in order to like fix the actual core issue of the new Forza, it would need a complete entire overhaul, you know? I just don't see that happening. Because as I said, unlike with, you know, No Man's Sky or Cyberpunk, it's not like the underlying core is actually great and it's just unfinished and needs more content. It's like the core is not interesting, you know. Like people didn't bounce off the new Forza because it was unfinished or whatever, or didn't have content. I mean, that was certainly part of the reason. But I think most people just bounced off of it because it was boring. Like the career mode was just underwhelming, you know. And they did some stuff with the upgrade system that people didn't like, you know. Like the actual core is not interesting. I think that's what actually makes the difference here. Also, we need to pass the Suzuki or we are out. I'm not sure why the Suzuki is so fast. I'm not even sure what that is. We flipping more cars today. We'll see. We will see. Did Yeefy make me pick this car? No. Picked this myself. I don't think they were even in the chat. Not that the Mizuki is fast, the Mustang is slow. It does seem a little slow. It drives really, really well. Especially on corners, but... seems to be a little bit on the slower end. And for Class E, I think it could be a little faster. Just wait until it flips. I think it might be a little too heavy for that, but I say that. But we also managed to flip the Suzuki Liana somehow. Which I think was like 1.2 tons. Dude, I'm always getting these like low driver level bonuses. I'm getting scammed. I mean, we do have enough money, we could pivot and buy a different car if we need to. But honestly, as long as we're doing fine, I kind of don't want to, especially because later on cars are going to get way more expensive. So if we lose one, it's actually going to cost us really, really, really badly. So I think now's actually the time to save. I've never seen this track. I think this one got added in Forza Motorsport 3. Was one of the original tracks. I think this is cool because you actually get to drive outside of the stadium. Which is where you can also have races. I think it's like a big oval there. It's kind of cool, honestly. As an idea. Nope. Let me see if I can find a set of course map for it. I'm not sure if I can find like original Forza Motorsport tracks on Assetto. I'm not sure if people were able to rip them. But I have to change in Xenia? Not much. There's not much you have to do in the Xenia config file nowadays. Like, this game just runs pretty well out of the box. There's only like 3 or 4 things you have to change in the config file. But you can just download it with the exclamation mark Forza setup guide. If you haven't set up that game, you can just use that and go step by step, or you just download whatever you need. I like the config file, for example, or if you want to use the mods, then And you can also find the mods in there. Does the setup for FM4 and 2 fix the audio stuttering delay? Yeah. I don't think there's any audio stuttering or delay here. Occasionally you still get this pseudo crash where the game just loops the audio. And you're gonna have to restart the emulator, but it doesn't happen as much anymore. Like when last time I played Horizon on the emulator, this would happen like every 30 minutes. Like the game was like unplayable, but here it happened once on yesterday's stream, which was almost 4 hours, and it happened earlier. So it doesn't happen as often anymore, I think. Yeah, we're also using the newest senior builds now, not the one from October 5th, 2022, which was like the recommended build for playing Forza. And nowadays you can just use the newer ones. They come with some fixes and better compatibility, better performance, etc. Yeah, I'm still waiting for better emulation on Midnight Club LA. I think long term though, the PS3 emulator is probably the better way to play it on PC. But that one still has more work to do. Xenia's a little further ahead. But I just think the PS3 emulator is just better overall, so I think that's probably going to be the long-term go-to for Midnight Club LA. Dude, I want people to go as hog wild on making Drive Club playable as they made Bloodborne playable. Like there is a PS4 emulator already available and it can play games, which is ridiculous. And within only like a few weeks or months, they made Bloodborne honestly as good as playable on PC, even with like some mods. You can increase the frame rate to like whatever you want, for example. I want the same dedicated team on Drive Club. There we go, finally a bonus. Like emulated Drive Club would actually be the best thing of all time.
Next up, we travel to North
It would be so good.
for a race at the historic Silverstone Racing Circuit.
No legal cars for this. Does this mean we need Class D? I guess we're going to the event list then. Can do an endurance race. What else do we have available? These are pretty long. Maybe we can do this more often. Now we can do this on all of the segments here, I think that's fun. Class F endurance race. How about no? With a smart. So all I need to do is beat the Yaris 3 more times. What we could do actually, what would help is maybe actually checking the walkthrough again to see what event would usually unlock here. Might be that I'm just missing a car or whatever. But I think at this point we need to unlock Class D events. It was the same with the previous division. If the Yaris was a 350Z, this would be Tokyo Drift. Kind of, yeah. At least it would be close enough. I haven't watched the Fast and Furious movies in ages. Can you total the car in this game? You can't total it completely, but you can damage it so hard that it's basically not driving any further. Let me check the walkthrough. Just to be on the safe side here. Not sure how I found this the last time. What division are we even on? I think it's the Clubman division or the Amateur division, I'm not sure. Nah. The one after the Clubman division. I did find the channel from last time. Sportsman series, this is where we left off.
The Sportsman series will
Hey, we stopped. Ah, wait, I see. Yeah, I see what the game is... Okay, so here's what the game wants us to do. Right, like we just did this race, and now we're moving on to Silverstone. The game wants us to do an autocross. The problem is... Autocross starts at Class C. Which is... one... Like, that one unlocks at level 24. So we actually need to stick to the event list for a while now. Hey Lomos, thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Hope you had a fun stream. I can't speak today. We get a Class C car ready already? I guess we could. But level 24 is still ways off. We still have to unlock Class D first. Dude, I had that G-Force game on the Wii as a kid. I think I only played like I got it for my birthday. Back then. But I'm not sure what happened, but I remember I couldn't progress at some point. Like I got stuck and I stopped playing. Okay, I'm not sure why the ER is so much faster this time around. I will not be beaten by ERS, that would be embarrassing. Losing a car to a Yaris would be the worst thing to ever happen. Almost, by the way. I haven't fully figured it out yet, but the stream going offline is actually a Twitch thing. Like, I started multi-streaming to YouTube, and the stream only goes offline on Twitch. And then once again, like, it's scheduled, but it started happening like a minute earlier every day. Yeah, newest OBS version, everything. I think I'm just gonna have to talk to like someone at Twitch to figure this out. How do music donations work again? There are no music donations. I think you're on the wrong stream. Although I did think about doing something like a sellout Sunday where I enable music donations. Yeah, I tried everything. I tried different settings, different servers. It's a Twitch issue. I have to talk to someone. Like, I did everything that I could. And once again, if the YouTube stream isn't going offline, it's hardly my fault anymore, you know? Like, I thought, okay, maybe it's just my IP, my ISP, sorry. But yeah, clearly not. I'm just gonna have to talk to a partner representative or whatever to investigate. But the thing is, I also said, since, you know, it's always happening like a little earlier, like it should happen within the next 30 minutes, by the way, like just as a heads up. If the stream goes offline, don't panic, we're back after a couple seconds. But it's been moving up like ever so slightly, like a minute every day, I would say. Like it's a minute early every day. I figured if I wait long enough, it's gonna happen so early that I haven't even started the stream yet. So it's not gonna happen anymore. As long as I start the stream late enough, I wouldn't even notice it anymore. And then I would have peace. Like, I would have my peace from the shit until like several months later when it comes back around, you know, and happens at the end of a stream. I need to have someone figure that out for me. Yeah, I think the previous song was from Tekken, yeah. Oh yeah, I also made a playlist now. I could do that. I could just update the command after this race. I finally remembered. Although I did notice some songs got removed for some reason. Okay, I did some songs from Pokémon recently. They even played on stream and now they're gone from the playlist. No, it's not Spotify. I used to use Spotify before. The problem with Spotify is the music selection is just not great. Like, nowadays I'm using YouTube Music, and with that you have anything on YouTube, which is especially good for streaming because it has a lot more copyright friendly stuff. Like covers or remixes or just music that's not on Spotify, like video game music. It's always hard to find stuff on Spotify, you know. Okay, that's it for Fujimi Kaido. Okay, let me update the commands. Right, I'm actually in the wrong account here. Okay, hold on. What's the command again? think we had playlist. Yeah, that's another thing, right? Like usually it says like not all songs are included as some are not on Spotify. Thanks to switching to YouTube Music, it's not a problem anymore. Like you can actually now see and listen to all the songs now, which is great. I think I'll also copy this command. For exclamation mark song. Because a lot of people use that instead. But that means I have to log into Nightbot real quick. There we go, commands. Okay, there we go. Let's see if that works. Yeah, there you go. Link works. Link works too. Okay. Finally got that sorted. Okay, what do we do next? We could do some multi-class races actually. Although actually this gives us an affinity bonus. I think we should still go for races that give us a driver level bonus because we really need to reach higher driver levels now. We only really get these from these tours here. Oh, these races are so long now. Because we're in the event list. Good thing is I think that should also give us more XP though. Yeah, if you want an endurance race in class F, there you go. Right here. In fact, there's two. There's another one here. Actually, no, never mind. World Championship is fine. Do we do this instead? Now, these are even longer. Nah, you can repost the link to my Discord, it's fine. Go for it. Back on the Among Us track. I was about to ask what cars these are, but those are Zaps. Yeah, there's also a non-Among Us version of this track in the game, yeah. It's just the short version, the short circuit of Hockenheim Ring. One version is close IRL. Yeah, apparently it's actually completely like devastated to a degree. Because they have not been doing any maintenance on it either, so it's just full of like tree branches and stuff. It just has not been maintained at all. It's in a horrible state, which is really sad. I think it's a cool track, honestly. Especially as a German, this saddens me, you know, that we just have one less cool track. I mean, let me see if I can pull an image from this. Yeah, I've seen this before. I can't really find anything. I mean, I guess you can still kind of see it here. But where did it go? Like, it exists. But it's as good as defunct. They're only really using this here. But this long part here hasn't been used since, like, I don't even know. No, actually I don't think I ever played Revolt, but I saw Kuro play it. I think it actually released on Steam not too long ago. Maybe one of you can find like a better image of what the rest of the circuit looks like. Apparently it's like full of debris and tree branches. Like it's just sad, dude. Oops. Why does the FM4 look different? Because we modded it. That's why. Honestly, I think after this I might buy another E-Class car just for fun. I mean, it might not hurt to have a backup car anyway, so why not? Stupid Nuzlocke idea. If you beat a... Is that the best lap time? You have to beat it or else you lose the car. I mean, that sounds fun on paper, but I think in practice what you're gonna do is you're just gonna slow down ahead of the finish line. You know, kind of how you would do the time trials in Midnight Club LA. Like, you don't want to be too fast So you don't accidentally make it unbeatable the next lap, you know? I think that's what you would do in the end, at the end. Whoa. Yeah, upgrades are allowed. It's not a stock car only challenge. I mean, I think upgrading is half the fun in the Forza game, so taking that away is kinda... I don't know. It didn't make sense for the Horizon 3 challenge. Because otherwise it doesn't really matter what wheel spin cars we get, we just upgrade it anyways, you know? And change its typing and whatnot. I might have forgot to set the opponent difficulty for this, by the way. I think they're still on easy. Gotta double check it for the next event, I think. Because, yeah, this is looking a little too easy right now. Cheated my Nuzlocke, yeah. Time to reset the entire run. There's a lot here for some reason. You can do the same here as an FH3. Yeah, sure. But it's my challenge run. If I want to play with upgrades, I will. And I was more in the mood for not doing no upgrades. Especially with the length of the races being longer now, this would just take longer than necessary. It wouldn't necessarily be more interesting or more fun. I mean, I guess if I had to pivot cars, then I would have to make a decision between like buying something faster. But still like, yeah, I would have to buy something cheap but also fast enough. That's my purple shirt. Well, I can't wear it every day. It's in the... Well, I had to wash it basically. I got a lot of compliments for that, by the way. When I had it on last time. Yeah, someone came in yesterday here complaining like, oh, well, this is not hard enough. Using racing lines and assists, although assists are disabled. Which is okay. I was like, this isn't hard mode, this isn't hard. I was like, okay. I guess having fun is illegal. Especially like I only use the racer lane for braking points anyways. Which, by the way, Gran Turismo always tells you as well. And you can't even turn it off in Gran Turismo. Like the gear indicator or gear counter, gear number on the HUD starts blinking when you need to brake. Like that also just helps with getting braking points right. And you can't even turn it off in that game. You'd have to turn the entire HUD off. Oh yeah, also that guy mentioned I should turn the HUD off. It's like, okay. I guess at that point we can just play iRacing instead. Probably more enjoyable then. Okay, give me a good driver level bonus. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go. Okay, Okay, we just been to Silverstone. I don't necessarily want to go there again. Sure, Catalonia sounds fun. Maybe we can jump from like tour to tour. So we're not always in Europe. Especially because I think the European tracks are kind of the most boring. For being honest. Basically, people just hate having fun lately. I think it's more that people, some people, can only have fun if it's painful. Like some people literally can't have fun at all if it's not like unbelievably painful and challenging. You can see what's on the screen too easy. Yeah, turn your screen off. Turn your monitor off. Put your headphones off too. But I never really like... Oh, wait. Okay, I'm gonna actually restart the race for this. I wanted to check the difficulty. But some people like literally cannot have fun with games if they're not difficult. Like, oh, we can also hire a driver. I forgot that was a thing. But it's already on hard. Are we actually this good? Yeah. Huh. You can hire a driver, I remember. You can basically B-spec this thing. And you're gonna have him drive for you. I'm not sure if you get like XP and stuff for this. Look, man, no hands. How well do you think he's gonna do? Okay, right now he's not doing well. Clearly the car is good enough if I can beat the hard opponents by this much. So this is the Forza guy now driving. And I think at the moment he is trying his hardest to avoid the racing line at all costs. Okay. Well, that's one overtake. I mean, it's relaxing. I don't have to play the game. Thing is, I'm not sure if I'm still getting like driver points for this and money. Like if I use this too much, I might actually soft lock myself. And he lost the position. Does he actually learn? Yeah, no, I don't think this is as sophisticated as Gretros would be spec. Like, you don't have like driver skill level that increases over time. To be fair, this used to be really cool in Forza Motorsport 2. Because there you could actually pick different drivers that had actual names. And you had to kind of balance out which one you pick. Because the better drivers, well, they obviously do better and have a higher likelihood of beating the race, but they also took more of your earnings. Like if you wanted to pick the best driver, like the best driver actually took 100% of your earnings, so you actually got no money from the race if you pick him. So you have to kind of like strategically think, okay, how shit can my driver be that I still get some amount of money out of the race? It's actually pretty fun. A pretty fun thing to balance out. This guy just seems garbage, by the way. Like, the guy in first is actually so far away by now, it's ridiculous. This is counting as the Carlos now. I mean, I'm not the one driving here. I can't take control either. I'm not sure what the point of this is. If the driver is completely unable to win a race. Okay, I mean he's going for it now. I mean clearly he's already in a pretty overpowered car. Like you saw how much I beat the opponents on the last race, and even here. This is hard opponents. Like maybe you can only win if I put this on easy or something. I want to do 100% carbon plus DLC stream sometime. I thought about going back to carbon, yeah. But not 100%. He's just falling further behind, especially because he keeps getting stuck on the other drivers here. What was that? Like you rammed him and then braked. Like that actually only hurt you. Like, this is actually like really bad AI. Like it somehow actually makes the Forza Motorsport 8 AI look somewhat competent when we beat real Forza drivers with it in online. Like we're still 6th, like we actually have not moved anywhere. But the field has just spread further and further apart. I think I will let him finish the race at this point because mainly I want to see if we even get like money and XP for this. Like, I'm mainly doing this for science now. This is actually crazy how slow he is. The thing is, since all of the races have, like, entry requirements and all of the opponents, you know, basically have topped out cars. He will never win this. This doesn't count as a loss. I'm not doing the race here. Oh, we can buy a new car for fun anyways. But we keep this one. We can come back to this one if we want to. I see no point in doing this. Like, your AI driver will never win a race. Like, maybe if you put the opponents to easy... then maybe. I'm not sure if that negatively affects your own AI driver, you know? If your own AI driver is set to easy as well. Like, what was that right there? Like, he wanted to go around the outside, but then he just braked midway through. It just cancelled the attempt, although there was, like, so much space left. Like, the path finding is awful on the AI. Okay, so he goes around the outside here. That's not bad. I got the inside on the chicane. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure why you avoided the curb so much there, but okay. They overtake. That was actually not horrible. I promise he's not in the slipstream now, which means that the Alpha might actually come back around. Avoiding curbs to not turtle the car. Okay, you know what? Maybe fair. That might be fair. Okay, I actually took the corner a little better here. Like, I think he's actually driving fine if there's no cars in the way, but the moment he has to overtake, especially with corners, like he's just fumbling. Like, what was that here? That was such an absurd overcorrection. He could have just let off the gas and it would have been fine. But he actually turned hard left there and braked really hard in the middle of the turn. It's just like such an overcorrection. It's like the AI is desperately trying not to do any contact at all. At the moment it like assumes there's gonna be contact, it goes like absolutely ham, like absolutely ape shit to try and avoid it. Okay, you could go for an overtake here. You have the inside again. This is the same as before. Okay, good. Okay, this time he actually did the chicane somewhat properly. Okay, we actually moved up to 4th. Maybe he could still get on the podium. I think that might still be possible. Because he shouldn't do any weird driving maneuvers because there's no cars in the way now. Like, he should just drive this cleanly. If he drives this cleanly, he should be faster than the car ahead. And he should get close. That was a little slow here. Why is this somehow exciting? Why is this somehow exciting? See if the AI can do it. This does actually make me want to play Motorsport 8 again with the AI. And then going online with it. I'm still surprised that didn't get me banned, by the way. I mean, maybe it did get me banned. I haven't really checked in with the game since I streamed that. Okay, you could have taken way more speed here. The car has way more grip than that. Yeah, he's just not really confident in corners. This is the big problem here. He really did not need to brake there whatsoever. Okay, he is somewhat closer than before though. But I think he will need like at least 2 more laps to get into 3rd. Okay, that was the best he could do. Higher driver cut. Okay. And you get no XP for this, so this is actually like a certified waste of time. Certified waste of time. You will not get a win, you get no money, or like less money, and no XP. Good to know. Okay, so what do we buy? Can we sort by price? Car value. Yeah, that's the one we bought. Just figured it's a solid car, considering this was only like 5,000 credits, actually. Ridiculously cheap. We could buy a Yaris. Camaro might be good as well. Nope. Escort. Oh, is that actually it? That's all the E-Class cars in the game. We could also get an F-Class car and upgrade it to E, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea. We could take the Scirocco, for example. Yeah, the Camaro seem pretty solid. I think I might go for the Camaro. There's the classic muscle car arc. Did I miss it? Okay, it somehow doesn't show all the cars here. E. Why does it not show me all the cars? Oh, there it is. Okay, maybe I just missed it. Okay, what color are we going for here? Okay, the yellow fox kind of... Oh, the blue, yeah. Okay, we're going with the blue. The blue looks nice. Okay, the stream might go offline any second now, by the way. At least on Twitch. Be prepared. Twitch viewers, you might want to move on over to YouTube right now. Because the stream is going to go offline for a second. Yeah, any second now. You have been warned. You have been warned. Yeah, thug it out. You can also thug it out if you want to. Oh, interesting. What is this here? Why? Because Twitch likes to troll me. That is why. Do we want better tires? Okay, we actually can't put better tires on it. It will be too fast. Oh, there we go. I called it. Did I actually called it on time? Nice, dude. I actually called it on time. That's funny. Okay, we're back right away. I actually called it on time. That was great. I actually called it on time. Oh, that's funny, dude. Oh, dude, this thing is so heavy. 1,600. And definitely put that weight reduction in. I could not have called that better, honestly. That was actually within the minute. Within the same minute. Hey, that's actually really funny. Okay, what can I do here? Maybe I'll buy a better clutch after all. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Actually, let's compare the stats side by side between this and the King Cobra. This one has less speed. Actually, it has less everything. Seems to have less of everything. But that was good, right? That was on time. Yeah, exactly. If it keeps happening sooner each time, like happens like a minute earlier, give or take, every single day. At some point, it's early enough that it'll happen like before the stream even starts. And we're not actually gonna have this issue anymore. Like it will just fix itself. Oh, yeah, it's also a little drifty, a little more feisty. It feels faster though for some reason. Set-wise, it actually just seems worse, or like just as good. You know, it's gonna happen as soon as I start the stream. It would also be funny. It sounds much better though, I will say. And also, in my humble opinion, it also looks better. Not really much of a classic muscle car guy, but this one is nice. I think it's just more enjoyable to drive. It feels faster. I'm not sure if it actually is. Feels a little more feisty in the corners. But sounds nicer. I think I'm gonna stick to this. It also looks nicer. Let's stick with this one. Yeah, so you can't do slides like this with the Ford. E-class drift cars, yeah. But classic muscle cars do seem to be the meta in E-class. I would at least say so. If I were to compare this with some of the compact cars you can also use here usually, this does seem much better. Not that I don't think there's drifting events per se in this game. You can enable a drift hut. I'm not sure if I can do it now. Yeah. There you go. Doesn't really do anything though. I think maybe in multiplayer you had some drifting. But yeah. You can just enable that for fun whenever you want to. For the folks who actually want to drift. I think maybe in multiplayer there was some drift events. But this is actually used for the single player, which honestly is a bit of a missed opportunity, I think. If you already have a working drift score system, why not put it to use, you know? It's kind of what I'm wondering. That was a plan, but it was cut last minute. The thing is, this drift hut I think is actually in every Forza game. At least in every Forza game after this, even in like 5, 6, and 7. But they never made any dedicated drift events. It's just not something they ever added. I think a player is always just racing. I genuinely do believe it's just there for fun. For people who enjoy drifting and just wanna have the funny number go up, you know. The Motorsport 3 have drifting. I'm not sure if it had dedicated drift events. Once again, it might all be online. But they might have added the scoring system in that game. Another stupid Nuzlocke idea. You must get 6,900 drift points before completing every race. Doesn't seem too hard. Without trying, I actually had like almost 4,000 there. $69,000 then. Yeah, I think that might be a little much. Honestly, I think I might actually increase the opponent difficulty even more. There's a difficulty above hard, which I don't typically like. I don't typically like the highest difficulty on any Forza game because it's usually bullshit. Honestly, if we have this much of a lead each race, then might as well. Because otherwise there's just not enough risk, you know. Like, I'm actually like a kilometer ahead now. It's not exactly hard in it. And we do get new affinity rewards as well. This is the first time driving a Chevy. Plus 50% driver level. Okay, so we're actually making our way to level 16. Which is where we unlock D class, which is nice. Okay, maybe not on Tsukuba. I know Tsukuba's BS. Ah, there we go. Professional. 10% more XP. Like, clearly, these classic muscle cars are a little bit OP. I think this might actually be fine. Yeah, I'm still passing everyone on the start here. And now there's nothing else I can do. This is as hard as it gets. Yeah, that's not keeping up. Muscle cars are just OP in this class. We figured that out. Well, in that case, I'll take the 10% extra credits. Thank you very much. I still stand by my opinion that really the only thing I don't really like about this mod so far is the increased lap counts on the hard mode. As you can see, it doesn't make the game harder at all. Like even on the highest difficulty, the opponents are still a joke. At least at times. So I think honestly that's something they could probably just revert back. Just makes the game longer, yeah. I mean, the thing is, in this case, you get more driver XP because the race is longer, and you need, you know, certain driver levels to unlock the next class. So it doesn't really change much in that sense. Like, you still have to drive the same amount. It's just that there's less variety in between, you know. It doesn't make it longer to unlock new classes and stuff. But it's just that, once again, like, as you can see, like in the World Tour, you just get hard-walled sometimes because you need to unlock a certain car class, and if you just do the World Tour, you're not getting there naturally, so you have to go to the event list. Which is okay. I actually kind of like that sometimes you have to exit the World Tour to do some events on your own. You have to kind of mix and match it. I think that's actually fine. But yeah, making the events longer is just like, yeah, you know. Doesn't really add anything, especially since there's no pit stops here anyways. What's the point? If these races would now be long enough that you would have to go into the pits, then I would say that's fine, right? Because then you'd have to like start thinking about your pit strategy when you go in, when you come out. But I don't think they're long enough for that, or they're not properly set up for that. It's kind of the problem. Do you attempt rivals challenges? What are rivals challenges? Yeah, it would also make sense that if, you know, the opponents are so hard, or you start far enough back, like on last place on a rolling start, for example, they need the laps to catch up to everyone, then yeah, that makes sense. Just rivals. Oh, you mean Need for Speed rivals? Is that what you mean? Or what? Sorry, I'm a little bit stupid. Help me out here. Man, I haven't played Need for Speed Rivals in ages. But it's a fun game if you set it up right. If you increase the frame rate on PC and stuff. And I actually do think Rivals is a pretty fun game. Broken as all hell, but honestly that kind of makes part of the fun. I think I'm gonna switch playlists. Something a little bit more upbeat. And once again, I still have yet to see a pit stop on this game. I know, I think tire wear and fuel is a thing here, but only on select events. You can observe it here. Every time I see you, give me Liam Lawson vibes. Who? Oh, the F1 driver. Yeah, it's not the first time I hear that. Dude, back when I had my old haircut, then definitely. I used to rock a haircut that was really similar. I kind of forgot who that was for a second. For some reason, my initial thought was that there was some kind of like boy band singer. I don't know why. Yeah, the Zuma Warjack haircut. At the moment, I've kind of returned to my 2017 haircut. Is that camera so over bright at the moment? Okay, whatever. We're finally nearing the end of this race. Should actually turn on some additional lights. More good for my eyes. Yeah, one more lap. That big red button on the door there. Actually, it's not a button, it's just the Z28 logo, I think. Yeah, the eject button. You don't like your passenger? Boom. Now there you go. I'm about finding out if this car can roll over. No, I don't think it will. I think it's too stable. It's too heavy as well, like it's like 1.4 tons or something. With the upgrades and weight reduction. I think we're safe with this car. But to be honest, you never know for sure. Okay. If we get a lucky driver level bonus, we hit level 60 now. That should be enough. Let's go! Unfortunately, we have to level 24 to continue the world tour, but hey. That unlocks level class D at least. Let's go. Look at that, new row of events here. And also more stuff here. And we could maybe buy one of these cars here. Because that would actually allow us to do additional events. Mito. Citroen. What would be a smart car to buy here? That allows us to actually do even more. I can do new bases here. Mazda MX-5. Nissan Classics. Okay. So this we need a Trueno. Okay, there's 4 races in the Citroen showcase. So maybe we buy a Citroen. Hey, all of these are just one race. We're not getting much mileage out of these here. If we buy a car, we can do one race and that's kind of it. This one's 4 races. I guess we're buying a D-Class Citroen. I think that is the plan.
Let's look at them.
Okay, there's Citroen. Are there any? Wait, let me... I mean, I guess we might have to upgrade one. Oh no, there we go. Okay. Either of these 3. The C1 is kind of out of the question. Would cost us a little too much. Okay, so this one's a little less expensive. But also less powerful. So at that point we're kinda wasting the same amount of money on upgrades. And also this car is stupid. I think we're going for the DS3. Looks a lot nicer too. What color are we going for? I actually kinda like the yellow. Sure. Promise if okay, no, if I lose the Citroen, I have to buy the other one. If I still want to continue the championship after this. Then I'm gonna actually have to buy the crappy one. Which would be a little unfortunate, but okay, the question is, do we already want better tire compound? On D-Class? Honestly, maybe not on a front-wheel drive car. Not on a front-wheel drive car, I think. Yeah, I think I want weight loss on you. Actually gonna go for this one even. Suspension should be fine. It's not an old muscle car, so we can keep a lot of stuff stock. This all makes it too fast. Yeah, there we go. Oops. Didn't mean to exit. Better clutch maybe. And this to get it as fast as it can be. Okay. What's all this? Okay, race lengths here are actually not too bad, especially since the car is now faster. This is actually somewhat fine. But yeah, we moved upper class. Oh, I forgot this is still on pro difficulty actually. Might be a problem since we're not on an overpowered muscle car anymore. But I mean, let's see how this goes. Oh crap, okay, do not damage this car or it will be gone right away. Like, engine damage is basically the killer here. The second we get even slight engine damage, it's over. Like, the car's gone. We are not catching up anymore. But there you can see the problem I have with the highest difficulty in this game, which affects pretty much every Forza game. You have one driver who's just way faster than the rest. It's just unbalanced, you know. Actually, what car are they even driving? That's not the other one that I saw. Isn't this the car that's usually in C class? AKA too fast for this. Maybe you can downgrade it? So it can compete in this event? Might be an avenue worth exploring if we lose this car. AIs can downgrade cars. I mean, if a reinforced chassis still counts as an upgrade, even if it makes the car slower, I don't think that really matters. But yeah, I don't know. Guess we can try to find out for ourselves if we lose this car. based on multipliers, okay. I mean, I would sometimes explain why at times they seem way faster than it's even possible. Because they're using the same upgrade system that the player uses. But yeah, scalers. And the performance just scales accordingly. Okay, this race actually managed to survive though. I'm a Citroen fan now, it's official. Okay, we only get affinity bonuses here. No driver level bonus. It's still not letting us on the world tour, I think. So honestly, it would still be in our best interest to do these here. Thing is are the tracks the same here? Actually, I think so, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yesterday Fiat fan, today he's Citroen fan. I'm not sure which is worse. Yeah, and I thought that dictates this is fully editable. Oh, so you can actually make the AI even harder if you want to. Or even easier if that's what you want. Let's try to go for I want to say a safe overtake there. Not sure if that was exactly safe, but at least we got through unscathed. Does the anti-cheat affect their performance? Well, anti-cheat. Oh, well, you mean GTA 5? Yeah, I think so. Usually it does. Okay, honestly, with this car, I sense a risk of flipping over again. I think the muscle cars were fine. This one I don't fully trust. I do not trust this car. was not good. The dead list craves another victim. Yeah, we have not actually added any cars to the dead list today. Today went a lot better. At least so far. Boy. Where was inside that car needs spine surgery after this? It's fine. The car's got good suspension. He's not feeling a thing. I definitely have to be more careful when we are further into the game, because losing a car would actually cost us a lot of money. Like in later classes when cars get more expensive. It's actually a lot more punishing later on. So yeah, especially in terms of damage. If the car gets damaged and we lose all of our speed, that would not be good. Not at all. We're actually doing a race on the Top Gear test right now. I think we can also do another set of bowling challenges. I would say the car might actually be pretty good for it. I mean, the front wheel drive makes it hard to kind of like drift. Which does help a little bit with hitting more cones, but or pins, I guess, rather. Looks like a GT4 driving mission. Oh, that was way too late. Actually, never mind, that was strats. We had a much better racing lane there. I think if I went a little further, the game would have slowed me down for being too far off the road, but yeah, this time it actually worked. Doesn't just completely cut over that. was a little too fast here. This doesn't invalidate our laps, which I'm not sure if that has a negative effect on the amount of XP we get from each race. I'm gonna assume no. I think the only thing that matters for your driving or driver XP is just the racing feats you do. Like on the left you see like a good grade for a turn and whatnot, like right there. Also gives you more money the more you get of these. I did at least one clean lap now, maybe having at least one valid lap helps. Hi there. Actually, I didn't even invalidate the lap. That's actually funny. Somehow cutting over that, like, red-white section there doesn't actually count as off track. Yeah, the AI, does not like this track. Top Gear co-host. Probably spent enough time on the Top Gear track for that title. Or achievement, rather. Oh yeah, actually, speaking of which, weren't achievements a thing on Xenia now? We haven't gotten any achievements. Could swear they introduced them in an update. Eden becomes diamond. Not that old yet. Yeah, enjoy figuring that out, AI. Where'd he go? Where's my car? Oh, there it is. There it is. On its way back. I think I might skip this. You're not exactly getting decent driver XP out of this. It's pretty low. I think I will do the Top Gear challenge here. And then we'll see. Yeah, I might honestly take out these again here. Because we still need to hit level 24 for the next car class and also continue the world tour. It was kind of bait. I'm not sure you're supposed to hit the golden ones there. Yeah, they definitely changed the layout for these every time. Dude, what a combo there. What's this here? I'm not sure if that was good. We already need to put the car sideways here if we wanna hit all of these. Oh god, I just avoided all of them. Actually, they're tipping each other over there. Oh god, we actually might not have enough. Okay, I just barely got it. Jesus. Almost lost the car to the top gear challenge. That would have been unfortunate. Yeah, I ideally want to use the hammer here. Oof. Okay, I would say let's get a proper car for these here. But then again, you only get a driver level bonus of 500 XP. That's nothing, actually. That is actually nothing. The random one gives you way more. So honestly, progression-wise, it would actually make more sense to continue this here. The Class E races. The rest does not give you good enough driver XP. I guess you could do this. Driver level bonus random. I think the races there are even longer. So let's see what else we can buy in Class D. Okay, the Zap is actually the cheapest car here. Ooh, the Delta is actually a decent budget option. Yeah, this one even more so. Okay, that one's actually almost maxed out, the Starion. But just 5k having a maxed out D-Class car is pretty good. Yeah, definitely got some solid cars here. And a PT Cruiser. Yeah, I don't know, guys. All of these like really cool JDMs or PT Cruiser. Tough choice. Fair Lady might actually be good with some handling upgrades. Oh my god. Ah, there's Cyclone. DeLorean. Cruiser exclusively für Sonoma. The variety of cars have increased. Okay, these are all way too expensive. Yeah, I don't know. I really have a good feeling about this one. The Z. Or we buy the brick. I mean, it's not the brick, but Actually, Volvo should go pretty hard. Volvo could actually go kind of hard. I'll try the Volvo. I'm gonna go with the white actually. It's just 5k. Like if we lose this, that's more than fine. Okay, we can't buy better tires. That's not great. Because they are probably terrible. Suspension is a must, I'd say. Weight reduction 2, but we can't do much here. Okay. Clutch is a must. I'm not sure what else we can do here. Let's do exhaust. Yeah, it's too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. Okay. There we go. Let's see what the Volvo does. Where do I want to put it? What is this endurance race? NASCAR circuit. Opinion. I mean, Raptor could be fun because you can just ram everyone off the track. Certainly a solution. Not sure if it's a good one though. Okay, it's Volvo time. Holy wheel spin again. Okay, I'm not sure about the speed. Okay, it actually seems to pull pretty well in higher gears. That's pretty good. It's actually surprisingly stable in corners. Okay, I think we can use it. Yeah, I think it's usable. Why did the song just reset? What? Okay. YouTube just had an aneurysm? Okay, it's certainly not OP. Like, I definitely would not call this car OP, but for 5,000 credits and a handful more for upgrades, it's okay. It's the worst car I've driven so far. What did I drive again? Yesterday? Oh, the M5 was terrible. I think the M5 actually died immediately. The M5 was actually unusable. Okay, this car is not great. I take it back. I can inject. M5 was before hard mode? Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure if I used it before I switched to hard mode. Either way, it was bad. For what I tried to use it for. Playing Unbound with mods makes the game fun, who knew? Yeah, I think I also played it a bit with, I think it was called Unbound Elite. It was a good while ago, like last year, I think. And the game definitely looked way better, that I can say for sure. The thing is, I'm not sure if there's a mod that fixes my main problem with the game, that each race increases your heat level. Now that is like my core issue with the game. That and the cops just being like annoying as fuck. Like cop spawns are just completely unbalanced. What mods are you using, King Jack? Like the problem with Unbound's cops was, especially later in the game, there's so many spawning. You're actually looking at the minimap more than the rest. Like your eyes are constantly glued to the minimap the entire time. Like, it was nauseating. Like I actually looked more at the minimap than what's actually ahead of me. Like it was borderline unplayable. Unbound Remix +1 to increase payouts. Will I play NFS Underground one day? Maybe. If there's a reason to play it, I will. Like I don't typically enjoy just playing a specific game for the sake of it, you know. Like I need some kind of like hook or reason to go back to it, you know, like a challenge run or a new mod or whatever. I definitely didn't want to play more Need for Speed again. Like I also kind of want to go back to Heat again. Like I know the last time we played Need for Speed it was Heat, but dude, Heat is just nice. I like Heat. It's really replayable. So maybe that one. Or Carbon. We could redo the first challenge run I ever did. Like where we try to beat it in the stock RX state. We can try that again. Like coming back after like 5 or 6 years. Nightbody happened a bit too much. Yeah, I think I didn't set up the timers correctly. That's why. But there's also some messages that I don't think are necessary anymore. I think in direct comparison, the Citroen was probably faster than the Volvo. Oh, that's not good. I think I might actually switch back to the Citroen. Although to be honest, we should probably go back to Class E altogether. Because the driving XP you get here isn't better actually. Hello about this is pretty quick as well. And it's something you can do when you play this, right? Like you can always take cues what the AI is using. If you notice that a specific car is always ahead of the pack, then you can use that one as well. Because it's probably good. Okay, you can barely see the interior here. I'm not sure if that's the game or an emulator bug, by the way. That the interior is always so super dark. Maybe some emulator issues. Might be. And above wants to overtake desperately. Oh god, okay. Yeah, we're not using the Volvo anymore. This is the last time I'll use it. It's too dangerous. Lolvo. Okay, just have to survive one more lap in this. They have some sort of gamma brightening filter for the interiors to make them visible in normal lighting. Probably not working. That actually sounds like a reasonable explanation. Some sort of filter or shader just not rendering correctly. Yeah, the bath is not on my ass right now, that's good. Honestly, this car hardly feels faster than the Camaro we had, for being honest. And that one was the entire class below. So, yeah, let's not use this car again. Yeah, the bonus XP here is also minuscule. So I would say actually let's go back. We still need to hit level 24. So let's actually go back here. And this car is basically just as fast somehow, honestly. Despite being an entire class below. Dude. I guess no elevation. Welcome to Florida. First time? Yeah, Forza's class system was always kind of busted. I don't think there was like a single game where it wasn't like not great. There's always a problem with these like simplified class systems. They just don't work most of the time. You'll always have some cars that somehow just manage to dance around them and be way faster. You always use hire driver. You always hire a driver when this track comes up in this game. Yeah, understandable. I think I might have to set the game to like easy or medium if I want to use the AI driver though. I mean the car is decently overpowered. I don't think the AI driver really makes use of it properly. Like he's usually just way too careful with the car. And vastly overestimates corners and stuff. Yeah, the last turn is always interesting because the road is super uneven there. That makes every car shake a ton. Especially cars with a stiffer suspension. Which I did install on this one. Because I figured it's a classic muscle car, it's a boat. The swerve back and forth if I don't upgrade the suspension. Apparently race cars race on this track. Careful. I mean, I guess I could try using the AI driver again. Because this is a different car. And I could also try to put the opponents to medium. Maybe then he would have a chance. But the problem is, once again, we get no driver XP if we do that, and we need it to progress. It's like an interesting challenge idea, though. Only higher driver challenge. Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same as the B-Spec only challenge in GT4 and 5. I don't know. I think what makes this less interesting is just that the game has no replay cameras that it uses for it, you know? Also just generally, like... I don't know. Bring it. Got a new badge and title. Yeah, and also the driver doesn't actually, you know, learn anything. There's no skill that he gathers over time. It's just B-Spec, but kind of boring. You know, it's just less interesting B-Spec. 9 minutes of Sebring, bless my soul, yeah. Could be a torture method. Actually, I don't think this is too bad in this game here. Especially with the mods, and also this car is a little more interesting. But I also think this is not the full version of Sebring. Alright, please give me a good bonus. Okay, 1,500 is not great. And maybe it's a little more interesting in FM2, yeah. Could be. Because FM2 you can actually pick a different driver. You have to kind of balance like driver skill and driver pay. If you pick a cheap driver, he's gonna be god awful, but you get more money. If you pick a good driver, you might actually not get any money from it. At which point you wouldn't be able to buy new cars and stuff. One thing I also need to check out is how OG Xbox emulation is going. Last time I checked a few months ago, it wasn't actually looking good. Like, Forza Motorsport 1 actually ran worse. Actually, it became unplayable through one of the newer updates. Like, that game just broke completely on the emulator before it was sort of playable. And then most of the audio bugs have not been fixed for stuff like PGR or Sega GT 2000. And last time I checked, the emulation actually got worse. So I kind of want to check in again to see if they improved stuff now or if it's still just as broken. I actually think about it, what can you play on the OG Xbox emulator at the moment? I think Jet Set Radio Future is definitely a 1. Like, I think that one is pretty much flawless. I think I tried Conquest Bad Fur Day on it as well, which was okay. Performance did dip occasionally. But that's it. Did any of you guys play anything on, was it Ximu? Oximu? It might kinda be the same thing as with the PS4 emulator at the moment, where it can only play like mainly one game. In the case of the PS4 emulator, is Bloodborne, you know? It's basically an emulator for just one game. And the rest comes eventually. Waiting for Skate 3 to be able to emulate it. Really? I thought you could actually emulate this one already. Could have sworn Skate 3 was already fine. Got the Colin McRae games. Yeah, that's true. But I think the Colin McRae games, they also got versions on PC and other consoles. Which are probably better played there. It's kind of the same with Midnight Club 3. And Midnight Club 3 actually looks a tad bit better on Xbox. It's just that PS simulation is just way better. Especially now that you can use texture packs on PS, so there's no reason to emulate it on the Xbox, you know? It's just not as good. Wonder how long higher class races are gonna be. I mean, I think honestly pretty much about the same. Like, you have more laps, but since the cars are faster, it kind of evens out. I think it depends more what kind of event you're entering. Like, some of the more car and brand specific events are shorter. And stuff like this is a little longer. But usually also more worth it, you get more XP here. Yeah, songs from No More Heroes. I actually did play and finish that game recently. It was... I still don't know what to think of that game, man. Like, I liked it for sure. I've also not really played anything like it. It was a bit grindy, I think, near the end. At least if you wanted to get the true ending. I think that's like my main complaint. And I mean, I guess sometimes the bosses and fighting was a little bit tedious, but that was fine. Now, Xenia can only play Xbox 360 games. You can play OG Xbox games here. Like, you need the Xemu emulator, which is a different thing. I know there's another emulator as well. I think it's called CXBX. I'm not sure if that's better or worse. I tried using it before. I couldn't really get anything to run. But yeah, either way, like, they're both not great at the moment. Like, their compatibility is pretty low. Like I'm actually gonna go on a limb and say here and say that I think the PS4 emulator might actually make more progress than the OG Xbox emulator. At least I would hope so. Like, I hope that progress on the PS4 emulator doesn't stop just because Bloodborne is playable now. Like, I really hope that people aren't like, oh yeah, okay, our job is done here, and then the emulator gets abandoned. That would be a shame. Like, I hope they keep working on it. I want my Drive Club, man. I want my 4K 100 plus FPS Drive Club experience with all DLCs. And possibly restored online. That would be even better. Yeah, that should push us to level 18. There we go. Yeah, we still have ways to go, man. Holy moly. Okay, plus 2000 XP is not bad. Yeah, with the rain, graphics and physics especially. Especially, you know, the funny thing is, if the PS4 emulator makes more progress, you might actually also be able to emulate GT7. Actually, okay, maybe not. Maybe not yet. Because I think that game is also always online. I'm not sure what you can... I mean, not exactly. You can play the game and access it if you have no internet connection. I'm just not sure what you can do in it. GT Sport should be fine. Because GT Sport actually got an offline mode before it got taken offline. So that career mode is entirely accessible. You can buy cars just fine and everything. That was still on my agenda for future streams. Returning to GT Sport and starting a new save file without an online connection just to see what the experience is like. Okay, the opponents actually seem way faster on Tsukuba. It's actually the same thing in GT4, man. Like, for whatever reason, AI opponents are way faster on Tsukuba in that game, and it seems to be the same thing here. But I try to find some videos at least to see how Drive Club is running on the PS4 emulator. Nobody has tested it yet. I could not find any videos on it. Maybe because it doesn't even boot. There's a good chance that there's just nothing. But I would love to see some progress there. Does Forza on PC have cheaters in multiplayer? I know Forza Horizon 5 definitely has the cheater problem. Like if you look at some of the leaderboards, you will find plenty of cheated scores and times. Not sure how it is with Motorsport, but yeah, definitely. Crash later to see what the challenge is about. Well, the challenge is about trying not to lose my car. In this much more restricted career mode. Maybe one reason why Sony has no plans to bring Gran Turismo to PC, especially with its focus on esports. Yeah, that's possible. Though the thing is, if the game requires an online connection to do literally anything, that kind of makes cheating near impossible anyways. Especially, you know, like Sony forces you to use, you know, your PSN account anyways for a lot of their games nowadays on PC. That should probably be enough protection for cheaters anyways. But you are giving them more of an in if you release the game on PC at least. I think this is Penny's theme from Scarlet and Violet, by the way. Anpa. Getting black bars like a letterbox movie on the stream? I've not had that yet, no. The problem that I have on Twitch recently is that only for certain channels, like certain channels just buffer non-stop for me, while others are fine. Like I tried watching Point Crow and it just struggles so hard to just keep the stream running. Like if I put the quality to auto, it's okay because it just like puts the quality down to like 720p occasionally. Which is still not great. But otherwise it just keeps buffering, but only on his stream. Other streamers I can watch just fine. Which is something that I had for a while. And the streamers that it affects is different every time. Like I had that with Kuru's stream before as well. I could watch anyone just fine, but Kuru's stream would just keep buffering for me. It's really bizarre. Good XP? Okay, we'll take it. But honestly, getting to level 25 at this point is a bit of a grind, man. Like, holy crap. It's only gonna take longer each time, you know. I have it where over time the stream stutters when watching my stream. Okay, yeah. Stuttering I haven't had. But it might happen if the GPU is a little overloaded. If you turn down the quality and you still get stutters, then it's probably something else. But if you watch on source and you get stutters, then that's probably why. Like that or memory. If you're using Chrome, Chrome is a memory hog. If you have something else open on the side, then that might very well be it too. Don't use Chrome. I mean, what would be a good Chrome alternative? I guess really only Firefox comes to mind. Internet Explorer supremacy. I should probably also switch to Firefox at some point. Because they're getting rid of the ad blocker on Chrome, which really sucks. Like, the internet is unusable without an ad blocker, in my opinion. These days. It's absolutely absurd. Like, I'm willing to pay for some stuff, like... If I think about how much time I spent on YouTube over the course of my life, and how much time I still spend on YouTube each week. And getting YouTube Premium is fine for me, especially because I know that actually supports other creators as well. Like if you're a YouTube Premium user, your view to a creator is worth as much as 1,000 views. Like you're worth like 1,000 people watching the video. So I'm okay with that, especially now that they have like a different models of it too, if you don't want certain things. If you're a hardcore YouTube user, it's fine. Like, it supports the creators as well, like, sure. But I'm not getting, like, a subscription for every fucking website that I use. Like, sometimes I just want to, like, browse, like, I don't know, like a gaming news site occasionally. Or, I don't know, something else. And those usually bombard you with ads, like, it's actually... borderline unusable sometimes. Yeah, it's same for me. Like, I also use YouTube on my TV, especially if I have guests over. And not having ads on the TV is nice. I know you can also install an ad blocker on TVs as well, but yeah, the hassle is just kind of annoying, you know. But it gets even more annoying when, you know, certain sites start to circumvent ad blockers. Like, for example, I know that on Twitch, most conventional ad blockers don't work. Like, you're gonna have to, like, install a different extension or something else entirely if you want to block Twitch ads. But with Twitch, I can also kind of get it, you know, like, if you only, most people only watch, like, 1, 2, maybe 3 streamers. And then subscribing to the streamers, you know, I think makes sense. Or if you already have Amazon Prime, then you can use Twitch Prime. By the way, subscribe with Twitch Prime if you have one available. Check under, like, elevate your subscription if it says Prime available. Just saying, just putting that out there. If you like the stream, there you go. Hey, I never shill anything. I get to show my I get to shell occasionally, okay? I never do that usually. But that is also like a, you know, something that I think is fair. Like $5 a month to one of the few streamers that you watch, you know. Supports them directly as well. But that's to me where it ends, you know. I'm not paying for anything else. YouTube Premium and like a handful of Twitch subscriptions is the most I'm willing to pay. It's time to do calls to action, yeah. I'm becoming the typical streamer. On the next video, I'm gonna tell you to subscribe. And that's when you know it's truly over. I'll tell you to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Do I have a game or some sponsorship yet? No, but I have this. I'm partnered with Rogue, which is pretty much the exact same thing. Energy drink powder stuff. Yeah, articles that force you to pay so you can read them is wild. Like, your website is already so full of ads, it makes reading the article nigh impossible, and then you also want me to pay you for the shit. Like, that's actually unreal. Like, I leave the site immediately. What's my favorite flavor again? I really like pink lemonade. Pink lemonade and strawberry kiwi, I think, are my favorites. Can't wait for Eden to say hit the notification bell to be part of the notification gang. Nice. Have I had any thoughts or ideas about making the gauges in my stream overlay dynamic? Yeah, for sure. It's just not really possible. I mean, I guess I could maybe. Like if I pressed on the triggers on the controller that they move. I don't know. I might just get a new stream overlay altogether eventually. But then it's a little easier on the eyes and a little cleaner, I guess. Oh yeah, the FBI is recommending ad blockers as well, yeah. Which is really funny. The thing is, if you don't use ad blockers, your PC is actually more prone to getting infected with viruses, because most ads are scams. Or, you know, other shit. Even on YouTube, you know. Like, most ads are actually harmful. Which I imagine is the reason why the FBI recommends it. Because that actually keeps your data safe. The Punto died long ago. I think it was even the previous run. Connecting the uptime of my stream or subcount to the RPM gauge. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get like a different layout altogether eventually. So that's a little more simple. Okay, this race was actually the longest one so far, I think. Over 10 minutes. Camera makes it look too easy, yeah. The Camaro is very broken. I mean, it's faster than the Volvo we had before, at least almost as fast, which was an entire class above. The Camaro is just the GOAT. Okay, give me a good bonus so we can push to level 19. Okay, we'll take it. That's good. Thoughts on the mod so far? It's great, but it's a little too grindy, I think. It is definitely a little bit more grindy than it needs to be. Like we're kind of stuck at the moment. Like I need to reach level 24 and it's taken more and more time. Okay, this race might take even longer actually. I think they messed up this corner here a little bit, this chicane. Wait. Okay, maybe it's just a different layout. Never mind. Like, I'm used to this chicane here. Okay. Maybe it's just a different layout. Maybe they didn't mess up the track. I was about to say I'm used to the chicane being way sharper and you have to take it way slower. But it's actually just a different layout. Yeah, it was actually just the muscle memory though. From whenever I drove this track in the later GT games. Okay, well, let's see if I can catch that, because honestly, if I lose the Camaro, it's gonna be depressing. Because it's actually the best car we have. We still have the Cobra, but That one's nowhere near as good. Yeah, I agree. Like, they should have split up the hard mode into just the economy and level gates and everything being the same. Actually, I would maybe decrease the level gates. Like, getting to level 24 just for C-Class takes too long. Like, where you can't properly progress through the world tour anymore because of that. Which is not good. Like, I would make it so that a car class unlocks every 5 levels. And then reset the lap counts to what they were before. Because this is not balanced well, in my opinion. Like, the thing at the moment is, like, we actually already have the next class unlocked. Like, we're still driving in Class E. Although we already unlocked Class D. But we're not doing anything there because you actually get more driver XP here. And we need as much as we can. So we can unlock Class C at level 24, which is still gonna take, I don't even know how many races. Mainly because this gives us more driver XP. And that doesn't really seem like good game design if you have to force yourself into lower car classes just so that you can progress, you know. Well, I would make the unlocks progressive, but the other way around. And not that it takes more levels each time, but less, because you actually need more XP for each level up anyways. So you can have Class E unlock at like level 8 or 10 like before. D after 6 levels, then Class C after 5 additional levels, B after 4 levels. I think that would actually be a better progression curve. It takes less levels each time, but you still need more XP because leveling up takes longer. So it should come out to roughly the same amount of time spent on each car class. Which prevents things from getting too repetitive, you know. Okay, I'm getting closer. This is once again the Forza syndrome right here, by the way. One driver is just way faster than the rest. But I think I can still get back in first for the rest of us. So I think the Camaro is still savable here. As I don't make any more mistakes. Was that game for this run, by the way? I mean, honestly, it would be finishing the world tour. But if I'm getting walled like this over and over, I'm kind of losing motivation to continue. if the game walls me into grinding eventless races for hours on end just to continue, it's just not fun, honestly. I don't, like, it's not fun to me. So we'll see. Okay, if I could get into the slipstream here, that would be great. Ah, no way. No chance. What even is that car? An old Alfa Romeo? I can't really make it out. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's definitely some old Alfa Romeo. Might be worth trying. If the AI managed to get this far ahead. Might be another Forza moment, honestly. We could try this car out ourselves. He's still pretty close behind. I think I'm gonna look for that car and try it for myself. Oh, so much money lost to damage. Okay, what bonus do we get? That's nothing. Nice. Yeah, we're also running out of races here. Please give you a driver level bonus. After this, you get nothing here. The 500 XP is actually nothing. Yeah, at that point, this will take even longer. Like, we'll actually have to be here for like 2 streams just to unlock Class C. It's ridiculous. Like, that is not fun. That is just boring as fuck. Okay, what was the alpha? This one. The GTA Stradale. Yeah, stats look pretty solid. I'm at 60k though. Am I gonna spend 60k on this? I think the Camaro's doing us just fine. We get 25% driver level bonus here from F-class races. Genuinely considering going back to F-class. Like that's how you know this progression does not work. That's how you can tell this does not work. That I'm genuinely considering going back to the smart. And that is not how it's supposed to work. Okay, 6 laps here is actually not much. I mean, hard mode is still harder in the sense that you get less money, but... I mean, I'm already sitting at like over 300k here. The game does not give you prize cards, so that's also something to consider. But the extra length, it just doesn't make it fun, you know. It would be a different story if you had to do pit stops here. Because then you actually add like an element of difficulty to the game and gameplay. But you're doing the exact same you would do normally here. You just do it for longer. Like the actual difficulty here is to not get bored. Yes. What I would say. The thing is, I don't think this mod is getting updated anymore, unfortunately, so this is just kind of what you're stuck with. The only alternative is to use normal modes, but I don't like normal mode because that one is... yeah. Basically the average Forza experience. You have everything unlocked from the start. And you get showered with money and other shit. I don't think that's particularly interesting either. So I would actually... if you play this mod, I would use vanilla mode. Which is exactly how the game works in the base game, you know. Like, I think that was still the best experience. Like, hard mode is interesting in the beginning. I actually really enjoyed the first few hours, but... it's just starting to drag. This started to drag really badly. And it's only gonna get worse as each level takes more XP. Every time, you know. Like, I genuinely don't know who would be interested in finishing this. Okay, we're back to vanilla. I think I would have to start a new save file for this. I could put the files in that change the yeah, the progression stuff. But I'm not sure if that would work on the save file. Okay, at least this race was not as long anymore, not like 10-11 minutes. Also means we get less XP though, at least I think. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, look at the snail's pace we're moving. We need to get to level 24. This is gonna take hours. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. This is too boring for me. I don't think this is interesting enough for content either. This needs a progression overhaul. Because this is just boring as fuck. But it was a fun challenge though. I like the Nuzlocke, and I mean the first day was really fun. But I think at this point there's not much more to see. Every race is piss easy, and even on the highest difficulties was professional now. And it just takes so long. There's just nothing happening, dude. There's just not enough happening here. Yeah, the progression is totally fucked here. I would recommend sticking to vanilla mode if you download this. I mean, I can show you what the files look like. Like when you download the mods, you'll have a separate folder for difficulties here. Use vanilla. Sandbox is pointless because yeah, everything is just free. I don't understand the point of playing this. Normal unlocks everything, and you have no price cast, so it's basically vanilla mode but boring. And hard mode is just a fucking grind, so just use vanilla mode. That would be my recommendation if you want to play this yourself. I still think it's worth playing, and it's a lot of fun. But the new modes are not good. They're not good in the plus mod. So yeah. I think next time we're gonna go back to the track randomizer in GT4. I definitely want to continue that because that was a lot of fun. Otherwise, I also want to play another Need for Speed. Actually, I might go back to Need for Speed Heat. I have a good idea for Need for Speed Heat, so we might actually play that again. But I think I'm gonna call it here for Motorsport 4. I think I have my fill now. Like, this was... yeah. This was enough for me. I hope you all enjoyed though. Thank you all for the support and tuning in and chatting though. Did keep it a little bit more interesting for me at the very least. Well, I think I'll see you next time, guys. Take care. Take it easy. And as always, peace. See you guys.